If you're watching this video, then this message is for you. Hi, my name is Diana, and I'm a psychic intuitive posting here at the Magical Mermaids Tarot channel Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So if you enjoyed this type of content, then please subscribe and hit like on this video. So I feel that you are going to meet someone in the future, okay? And when you meet them, they'll be really struck by your self-esteem and your sense of self-worth. They're gonna feel like, wow, she knows who she is, or he knows who he is. Like, they're gonna feel like you can't be fooled or misled into thinking that you're less than what you actually are. You're gonna know your value. And I have a feeling they're gonna really respect that about you, okay? They're gonna realize that you don't lower your standards for people. That you are who you are, you know who you are, and you know what you deserve, okay? It says here, know your worth. Beautiful card. At the same time, they're gonna feel that you're very caring, that you look out for people. You're not doing it in a way like you think less of yourself. No, you're gonna feel like, wow, you focus on serving others, kind of like servant of the Lord kind of stuff, like from the Bible. You know, they're gonna want to please you. I feel like that might be part of it too. They're gonna realize, oh my gosh, I need to try to. Because of your sense of self-worth, they're gonna feel like they want to make sure that you are treated correctly, okay? And I also see that they're gonna see how you have a good sense of self-esteem about yourself, and that you're caring, you look out for others, you're loving, you're kind, you're serviceable, and they're gonna feel like they don't want to mess with that, okay? They don't want to mess with that. They're gonna understand there's a remarkable balance going on here between you being able to know your self-worth and be there for others. It's not a cocky, narcissistic kind of thing where you're all in your head about who you are and what you deserve, and you don't give a rat's ass about anybody else. No, they feel that you serve others. We have affairs, connections. I feel like this person's going to maybe find you on social media. They're going to meet you on social media. They're going to feel like they connected you through like Facebook or Instagram or something like that. That's a possibility. It's not it's not for certain, but I feel like there's definitely something here about meeting through a network. So it might not be online. It could just be maybe your work network, some kind of network. They're going to run into your image or something somewhere and think, they're going to think you're hot. I can't do that rolling thing very well right now. But they're going to think that you're hot. They're going to think that you're sexy, and they're going to connect with you through your network or maybe through social media. That's a possibility. This person's going to want to integrate you. They're going to want to integrate you into their world very quickly. They're going to feel like you're the missing piece. Integration. We're getting that card again. They're going to feel accomplished. Okay, they're going to feel like they have everything already. They're able to stand on their own 2 feet, all this stuff. But they're going to need you. They're going to want you to be a part of their world. Okay. I'm also feeling like they're going to think that you have an incredible sense of balance. That you know where you stand, and you are not easily knocked off balance. That's possible. They may think that you're into yoga or something like that. That's possible. And they'll think that you have a really good sense of balance. Maybe they'll think that you're really good at, skating or bicycling or yoga, where you have these balancing poses. Is that possible? They're gonna be struck by that. Perhaps they'll see a picture of you on social media doing something like this. They're gonna feel like you're such an amazingly poised person, and they're gonna want you to be a part of their world. Okay, that's what I'm seeing. Destiny. They're gonna feel like it's fate that they met you. It's fate. It was their destiny to meet you. That this was meant to happen. They were meant to meet you, and that they're gonna feel a sense of responsibility towards you, to make you feel treasured. They'll want to encapsulate you, though. I'm telling you, like, they'll want to integrate you. They'll almost want to put you in a cage. I'm so sorry, guys, but the cage has flowers in it. You see, they're gonna see these beautiful flowers out and about, and they're gonna be like, oh my gosh, can I have that in my house? Can I bring that into my house, please? They're gonna want to pull you in. Okay, they're gonna want to integrate you. You're gonna be like the missing piece of the puzzles for them, and they're gonna want to pull you in, and they're gonna feel like you fit perfectly into the spots where things are missing. Perhaps they'll feel like you're good at decorating house or like interior decor, or they'll feel like you just add that sense of warmth to their life or to their home. they'll want to shackle themselves with you, to you. They'll want to shack up with you. That's what I'm seeing. I see shackles, but I'm seeing shack up. You know, they'll want to shack up with you. They'll want to snag you. They'll want to hold you close. Like, they're going to feel like it's destiny that they met you. That this was meant to be. They're meeting you, okay? They're going to think that you're young. Either that you're young or you're young at heart, or you come across as very young, full of vitality. They're gonna think that you're just full of this like young energy, like you're like okay, like they're gonna be like, whoa. I feel like you're full of energy. They're gonna view you as being full of energy and full of innovative ideas. Like cutting edge ideas, things they hadn't heard of before, things they hadn't seen before. They're gonna feel like you are full of potential. That there's a lot of potential with you. I don't know. I feel like they're gonna view you as just full of life, ready to rumble, ready to go. I'm getting extreme sports for some of y'all. They're gonna think that you're into extreme sports, or that you do yoga, that you have excellent balance. Look, I'm getting someone just standing around doing yoga and someone skiing like fast and crazy. Like they're gonna think that you're very sporty, that you're full of energy. And if you're not sporty, they're gonna feel like you're full of energy. Okay. Oof. Wow. I'm getting desire. They're gonna desire you, fam. They're gonna feel that you're very hospitable too. They're gonna be like, this woman or this person, like, you are so, like, you know your worth. Yeah, you don't let that stop you from being an amazing person to other people, taking care of other people. They're gonna feel like you're very, very hospitable, very kind, very thoughtful, considerate, and they are going to desire you. They're going to feel like they've been wishing for someone like you for a long time, and they're finally getting to, meet you, okay? Yeah, they're going to feel like they're finally getting to meet someone they wished for, someone who tends to them, who takes care of them. They're going to feel like you're a caregiver. I'm just going to be straight up with you. They're also going to feel, though, that at the same time that they're going to feel very motivated to want to be with you, to want to connect with you and remain connected with you. There's a sense of romance coming through here, guys. They're going to be wanting to romance you. They're going to want to romance you. They're going to be very greedy for you. They're going to be very greedy for the way you move, the things you do. They're going to feel like, I need to snag her. I need to cage her. I need to cage her. I need to keep her. I need to integrate her. They're going to desire you. The desire for you is going to be very strong, fam. Very strong. They're going to love your lips. They're going to feel like your lips are gorgeous. Beautiful. They're going to love the way you lay down that lipstick or something. I don't know. They're going to love your teeth. They're going to think your teeth are clean. Beautiful. They're going to be greedy for you. And they're going to hope that you want them to. Okay? Falling in love. They're going to fall in love with you. Oh my God. This is definitely a romantic encounter here. Okay? They're going to fall in love with you. They're going to fall in love with you. They're going to fall for you hard. They're going to want to nuzzle you. They're going to want to, be all in your space. They're going to want to be very close to you. They're going to want to smell your skin. They're going to want to smell your hair. They're going to want to kiss your cheeks. They're going to want to be close to you. They're going to feel chemically drawn to you. There's going to be very strong chemistry. And we having loss. R.I.P. They're going to feel a sense of loss about you. They're going to feel a sense of loss about you because you seem so self-sufficient. They're going to be like, it doesn't seem like you need me, like you need anything from me. Okay? They're going to feel sad about that. They're going to feel like this person, they're going to feel like you're too good. You're too good. Like you got it all together. You may not even need them. They're going to feel a sense of loss about this. I also feel like they may be aware that you are mourning something. They're going to view you, maybe when they meet you, they're going to meet you in such a way where they're going to be aware that you lost something or you lost someone. It's possible they might, I'm so sorry guys, meet you at a place where, like a funeral. It's possible. Maybe they'll meet you, at a funeral or at a place where you've lost something, where you're looking to regain something. You've lost something, you're mourning something, or they become aware that you recently lost something or someone. And they're going to be aware of this about you, okay? But all of this is true, okay? And they're also going to feel a sense of loss because they're going to be like, oh my gosh, I wasn't here when viewer needed people. Okay, they're gonna feel like you figured out how to become self-sufficient and you don't need them. And this is gonna be a sense of loss for them because they're gonna want to feel needed by you. They're gonna want to feel needed. All right, let me pull some more. Let me pull some tarot cards. This person's gonna think you're very guarded. They're gonna think you're very guarded. Not only are they gonna view you as self-sustained, but they're gonna view you as you have strong boundaries. They're gonna feel like you have strong boundaries. But you're gonna be strong. You're gonna be full of vitality. It's not gonna be the boundaries of someone who feels weak and disturbed and weak and abused and all this. They're gonna feel like, no, this is someone who's been through some things, and what hasn't killed them has made them stronger. This is what this person's gonna think about you. Okay? You're gonna feel like you already resolved some things for yourself. You don't need their help to resolve anything. That you already resolved some things. You've been through some trials, but you came out on top. You survived those things that you encountered, and you already took care of it. And the peace of the Lord is upon you now. So even though you've been through things, you're gonna be at peace. You're not gonna look distressed or like you're traumatized or whatever. But you're gonna be having inner strength that comes from having weathered the storms, past storms. And you're gonna have the peace of the Lord upon your heart. Again, we're getting a sense here with the Three of Swords. They're going to realize that you've accepted some painful facts about life. You've dealt with loss. You've dealt with pain. And they are going to see that you are made strong because of this. Okay? They're going to be instantly attracted to you. I'm getting attraction again. They're going to be instantly attracted to you. They're going to feel like they can relate to you about this kind of a thing. That they can relate. That you all are soulmates, really. That you see eye to eye when it comes to having dealt with past difficulties. Betrayals of the heart. That's possible. They're going to feel like you recently went through a hard time, though. Okay? So again, we're going back to this whole theme with loss. You lost something or you lost someone. You're processing something that went wrong. And that you're moving out of that. You're moving out of that into a better situation in life. Okay? And that you're doing very well for yourself. Nine of Pentacles. That you're doing very well. You know, you've arrived at a place of success after having been through difficulties in the past. So again, like I said, you're not going to be bitter. You're going to be better. And they're going to know this about you. That you went through some things and you're not bitter. You're better. Page of Pentacles. This could be, they could feel, maybe you meet this person at a new job. They're going to feel like you're learning something new, or you're learning the ropes at a new job, or you're learning you're taking notes, or they're going to feel like you're a very good note taker, you're a very good learner, you're a very good student. Perhaps they'll meet you in school. They're going to feel like you're new to something, but you're very good at it and you're likely to succeed. They're going to feel that about you, okay? The Hanged Man. Perhaps you'll be in school. They're going to feel you're very detached. You're not clingy. You're not clingy. You're strong on your own. Remember, we got that with integration back here. Okay? And they'll feel that it's because you've been through things. It's almost like they'll size you up, or maybe they'll get to know you and they'll hear about this from you, or they'll just size you up real quick and realize that you're strong on your own. And it's not because of some put on or like you're pretending. It's because you've been through things. It's not a fake strength. It's a strength that comes from life experience, having lived life, having had certain experiences. Okay? You're going to feel like you're very intelligent. That you have mental clarity, that you see things very clearly. This person's going to think that you are very, very sharp, and very attractive. You also feel like you're very mentally disciplined. This person's going to think that you're mentally, I'm getting discipline, perseverance, discipline coming up a lot for you. They're going to think this about you, okay? They're also going to view you as very self-sufficient. You're accomplished. You can stand strong on your own. You don't need them. You do not need this person. And they're going to admire this about you. They may think you have your own business. I feel like this person is going to view you as a motivator. King of Wands. An entrepreneur, maybe you're starting your own business, or they're just going to view you as a class act, guys. They're going to view you as a class act. Like you know what you're doing. They're going to think that you're gorgeous. This person's going to think that you are the ideal woman. Or the ideal person. They're going to think that you are also very spiritual. They're going to be aware of that about you. You're very spiritual, and that you are well set up in life. You're linked with big money, or like you're part of a big company, or that you are just, I'm getting 10 of Pentacles and 9 of Pentacles, that you are doing very well financially. This is the time this person's going to meet you. If you don't feel like you're that right now, then when you get to this position, this person's going to meet you like this, okay? They're going to meet you in this position. You're going to be in this position. I feel like this person is going to think that you're quiet too. They're going to feel like you're not verbose, that you don't talk a whole lot, you keep your secrets to yourself. They're going to view you as virginal, beautiful, quiet, pure, spiritual, but also very sexy and very desirable. Okay, they may think you look like a model. They'll think like you look like a model. First, oh, my viewer's future spouse. They're gonna communicate to you. They're gonna want to talk to you. They're gonna want to make themselves known. They're not gonna want to stay quiet. This person's not gonna stay quiet. They're gonna want to talk to you, and if you are being quiet, they're gonna be the ones to come talk to you. They're gonna say, "Hey, how are you? My name is blah blah. What's your name?" Okay, they're gonna introduce themselves. We got the Ace of Pentacles. What actions are they gonna take? They're gonna offer you some kind of opportunity. It could be a financial opportunity, something like that. Okay. I feel like they're going to, someone else is going to be talking to them when you meet this person. Someone else is going to be talking to them, but they're not going to want to talk to those people. They're not going to be interested in the people who are making themselves known to them and saying, "Hey, how are you?" and coming at them. They're going to be like, "I don't want you. I don't want you." They're going to be like, "I don't want you. I want you, viewer." They're going to have their eyes set on you. They're going to be like, "I want to talk to that one. Not these ones that are all coming around me, clamoring around me. I don't want none of them." They're going to initiate towards you. They're going to make it happen. They're going to take action for sure towards you. They're going to take action. Okay? They're going to want to possess you. They're going to want to hold on to you. I feel like they're going to want to steal you away. They're going to want to steal you away from whatever it is you're doing, or whatever it is that I don't know what it's going to be. I just feel like they're going to want to they're going to want to avoid others and talk to you. They're going to want to create something with you. They're going to move towards you. The offer they're going to give you is going to be like a business offer. Because I'm getting the Ace of Pentacles and the Empress. And so they're going to want to like create some kind of business with you, or harness your skills, your talents, and create something with you. It's possible that they're going to want to possess you in order to make you the mother of their child, or a co-parent with them, or the mother, or a co-entrepreneur. You know, like do a business together. That's possible. They're going to reject all other offers and come for you. Okay. Let me see here. Let me see when, I want to see when this will happen. Okay. Okay. So let's take a look then at when you will be meeting this person, approximately when. And I feel like this person, it's your destiny to meet this person. Okay. This is the person who is going to want you, going to want to do business with you, or is going to want to marry you, or is going to want to have children with you, because I'm getting the Empress. They'll want to impregnate you, have a child with you, you know. And I feel like they're going to reject others in order to go for you. They're going to have other options, but they're going to want you. They're going to maybe leave others though. They may have a partner already, but they're going to leave that partner to be with you. That's a possibility. Okay. Take a spirit. So we're getting a range of cards here when this person's going to meet you. Okay, so take the timing with a grain of salt. Okay, because there's multiple people watching this, so you know, take the timing with a grain of salt. Okay, it's going to be in the morning, daytime, morning. Okay, interesting. It's not too late. So I feel like some of you might think, but I've been waiting for this person. I've been waiting to meet my spouse, or waiting to meet the person's going to want to marry me, or have kids with me, or do this business with me, or whatever. And I feel like it's too late now. It's not too late. That's what spirit guides are telling you. It's not too late. Could be in the morning, could be at night. Be open-minded about the timing there. Spirit guides are saying in less than a month. Okay, in less than a month, or in June. So we're actually in June right now, as of this film is being made in June, or it could be next June. It could be next June. Either this June, less than a month. I mean, isn't that crazy? We're in June and we literally picked June, and we're in June right now. We're towards the end of June, but less than a month. So June, July, or it could be next June as well, and somewhere in between there. It could be any time of day. It could be at night. It could be in the morning. I feel like you might meet this person in the corporate world, with like, you know, in the city or something like that, or in your career, or you might meet this person out in the rural area too. So that's for a wide range of answers for some of you guys to kind of pick and choose from as far as probability is concerned. I hope you've enjoyed this reading. That's all I'm seeing the cards for you. That's all I'm seeing the cards for you at this time. If you're still watching, then please tell me, what part of the world are you watching from? And if, like what country or state, also what part of this reading resonated the most for you. Please let me know down below in the comment section. I would love to know. Take good care of yourself, okay? Until next time, bye.